I see live.
Oh, shh. Wait. Go ahead.
Sashi Puki Shin Meto Tram Rera Bling Shi Gimpeg Impadi Sange Shimdu Mukte Wargi Drokun Namdak Shingla Duparsho Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kanyatayami Sange Ni Choknam La and Vardu Dakni Kabsuchi Daki Chunyam Ginpe Sunam Ki Drola Penshir Sange Duparsho Sange Shurang Sokni Choknam La Changchu Bardu Daki Kabsuchi Daki Chunyam Gimpe Sunam Ki La Penshir Sange Duparsho Sange Shurang Sokni Choknam La Changchu Bardu Daki Kapsuchi Daki Chunyam Gimpe Sunam Ki Drola Penshir Sange Duparsho.
Yay. Okay.
Beautiful.
Yes, quite. Okay, we're doing a quiz now. Harry, you ready for your quiz? I'm paying attention to my class, much less the quiz. Whatever. Here it is. There's 5 questions. Okay. Disfruta. Is everyone finished? Leah's done. Aldo. ¿Acabaste?
I'm not doing my exam now. I'm finishing the homework. But I did last exam.
Okay.
6.
Fine.
100.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, is anyone doing the quiz? Leah did.
Well, this was actually the first time that I did the quiz, but I looked at one answer, but the other one.
Yo lo estoy haciendo. One moment, please.
¿Quién es eso? ¿Nicole?
Marta, I think.
Oh, Marta? Okay. Marta, ¿necesitas un poquito? Poco más? Un momentito.
Sí, un minuto, por favor.
Okay, gracias. De nada. Okay. One moment more, please, people.
Word, can you use the word inventing as a synonym of concocting?
Wait for Marta to finish, then we'll talk about it. I don't want to bother her. Okay. Good question, though.
Listo. Gracias.
Listo. Okay. Okay. So Aldo's question, can you translate the Tibetan word drondok into inventing? You could, but concocting or overrating sounds a little better, because inventing can mean that you just make something up, but that can be a good thing. But when you say concoct in English, it means like kind of like that's bullshit. Like, what are you concocting now? And overrating, which Geshe-la uses more often these days, then explicitly says it's more than something than it is. So, which inventing, I mean, if you have a longer sentence, you can like, oh, he invented things that weren't really there, right? You could say that. So you could use inventing in your definition of concocting or overrating, but I think it would be a subpar substitution, but not horrible.
Okay.
It's not horrible, but there's some difficulties with it. Jondok literally means to add feathers to. No. Who's that, Nilo?
Nala.
I mean, Nala.
Yeah, she's being naughty.
Nala's always naughty. Okay, Nala. Okay, who's Nilo? Oh, Nilo's my friend's kid.
She's Pau Sampachi dog.
Oh, that too. That too.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I went into my Guadalajara friend pet file and pulled out the wrong name. Okay, so we're on class 8 now. Oh yeah, drondok means to add feathers to like an arrow, like you're adding something to something.
So it's more like exaggerating.
It's a kind of exaggerating, yes. It is. That's better than inventing. Yeah. But they all have they all capture a flavor. These are technical words too. Like, I don't think if you said drondok to a regular Tibetan, they would know what you were talking about. All right. Okay, here we go. Class 8. So this is the last class in the course on the Mind Only School. Yeah. The next 2 classes are on all the views, and especially middle way. And then we have, I think the next whole class is on lower middle way. So Aldo's questions about parts and how is that different than the mind only's dependent things. And everyone always asks this. Recently, the question's been, but if mind only doesn't believe in any outer object, isn't that higher than lower middle way, which believes in parts to an outer object? Which is a good argument, but it's not that mind only doesn't believe in any outer object. They just don't believe in any outer object that exists in the way that the lower schools, they believe outer objects exist. Okay. So the answer is no. Mind only is lower than lower middle way. Okay. I'm just gonna go through the homework because I'm lazy and it's Sunday and I'd rather be napping. Okay. Question 1. What, according to the middle way school, is the ultimate, also called ultimate truth or ultimate reality? Okay, this is the pen thing. They say that the ultimate or ultimate truth refers to emptiness, which is described as the fact that no existing object has a self-nature. Okay? Does everyone understand that? Okay, Aldo, you're gonna help me make sure everyone understands this, okay?
Okay.
Okay, you're gonna translate in Spanish. First, I'll ask Leah. Leah, what does it mean by self-nature in the middle way school?
It means something is self-existently something. For instance, yeah, like the phone that I'm looking at right now is like radiating phoneness, and my dog would also see it like that. So yeah, it means something is self-existently itself.
Perfect. Perfect. Done. Leah understands this at least intellectually, maybe on a deeper level too. I don't know. Okay.
Sometimes.
Yeah, good answer. Kelly McGee.
Yes.
If
Hello.
I said this pen had a self-nature of its own, how would a dog see it in middle way?
Also as a pen.
What would they force to be try to do with it?
Write with it.
They would write a doggy love letter to their doggy girlfriend. You have a beautiful tail. That's Geshe-la's joke. I stole it. Okay, good, perfect. How do we know that there's no self-nature to the pen, for instance? Kelly McGee?
Because that's not what happens.
Yeah, what do dogs try to do? Do they try to write with dogs writing constitutions and laws? No. Or
they try to eat it or play with it.
Yeah, exactly. Good. Kelly McGee intellectually understands self-nature in the middle way school. Aldo, fulano. Okay, Aldo. Explain what dependent origination means, emptiness means, self-nature means, according to this pen.
According to the pen?
Middle way, yeah.
Middle way, okay. Emptiness means the lack or absence that the pen is pen by itself, that it has the inherent nature of being a pen.
Okay, and
that's the emptiness.
Okay, so what is its nature? What is its dependent origination?
Its dependent origination, it's that it's a pen forced upon you by your past karma, and you see it as a pen. Therefore, the dog that has a different karma, different seeds, sees it as a completely different thing, like a chewing toy.
What does it mean to be a dog?
Chew the pen.
Yeah, to salivate when you see a pen.
Yeah.
With a
When
paw.
your mouth waters when you see the pen.
Yeah, with fur, with a paw.
Yeah.
Trying to smell other doggy butts. Like that. Okay, perfect, Aldo. Aldo understands emptiness intellectually based on the middle way. All right. Marta. Aldo.
Yes.
Tienes que traducir para mí.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just to make sure.
Yeah, Marta, Word te va a hacer una pregunta.
Harold can drink some coffee.
Or some kombucha. He and Victor are making this very good kombucha.
What?
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to do
Con mezcal, no?
No.
No. I don't want it.
Maracuyá and mint. It's amazing.
Maracuyá, is that a herb?
Es que no escucho el canal en inglés, solamente escucho a Jero.
Maracuyá is passion fruit.
Solamente te escucho a ti, no escucho a...
Yo te voy a hacer yo voy a traducirle a Word para hacerte la pregunta, Marta.
Okay, Marta, what does it mean that this pen has no self-nature?
Marta, ¿qué significa que esta pluma no tenga naturaleza propia?
Que son mis semillas la que me hace verlos, lo que me hace verlas como una pluma.
That it's because of my seeds that it makes me see it as a pen.
No, that is its self-nature. What is the fact that it has no self-nature?
No, esa es su naturaleza propia. ¿Cuál es el hecho de que no tiene naturaleza propia?
¿Podrían repetirlo? Es que no escuché algo.
La pregunta de Word es, ¿cuál es la comprobación o cuál es el hecho de que la pluma no tiene naturaleza propia?
Que el perro la ve como juguete para morder.
Oh, she says, in that case, then that the dog choose it.
Okay, that is true. But this is the clearest way to say it. You ready?
Eso es cierto, pero esta es la manera más clara de decirlo. ¿Están listos?
Okay. It has no nature except the one you give it. Aldo.
Oh, but Harry is translating. Yeah, but no tiene ninguna naturaleza con excepción de la que tú le das, la que tú le otorgas.
The word except is the key word.
La palabra excepción es la palabra clave.
Okay, it means negative, not.
Significa negativo, no.
When you talk about emptiness, it has to be a negative.
Cuando hablas acerca de la vacuidad, tiene que ser un negativo.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. If we don't get this clear, then we can't move on, and then
Tania is saying that she can't hear. Tania, ¿no puedes escuchar a Jero o a quién no puedes escuchar?
Jero, you have to repeat everything we're saying for the Spanish speakers.
Can you repeat it? Because Tania said she couldn't listen.
Yeah, she couldn't hear.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jero. I know it's confusing. I'm doing like 3 things at once. Okay. Okay, good job, Marta. Okay, that's good. Y'all get it. Yay! It's too much with the translation stuff. All right. Okay, question 2. Is there a difference in the middle way school between something being the ultimate and something existing ultimately? Why or why not? Okay? So if you can get this, you're very close to having direct perception of emptiness, okay? Because to understand this, where do you have to be in your spiritual evolution?
Very
No se
close.
escucha, perdón, no se escucha la traducción de Jero en el canal de español.
¿Por qué no?
Jero, are you translating?
No, no te escucho, Jero.
Oh. Ok, un momentito.
¿Tienes mute?
No one can hear her at all?
Ya. A ver, Jero, habla, a ver si te escuchan.
¿Ahorita? Marta, ¿puedes escuchar ahorita?
Jero.
Okay. Yeah, Marta
Yeah.
said yes.
Okay.
Okay, technical difficulties, excuse.
Yeah.
Okay. So where must you be in your spiritual, how in Buddhism do they track your spiritual evolution? What system do they use?
The 5 paths.
Good.
Harrow's asking us he has to catch up.
Oh, okay.
I think we're ready.
Oh, okay. His mouth is still moving.
Oh, I can't see his video.
Okay. Okay. So Aldo says the 5 paths. Aldo, what are those 5 paths?
They are the 5 paths that every person, Holy Geshe-la says that even people that don't study Buddhism, they have these similar paths in their spiritual evolution. So these are like 5 paths to see like your spiritual progress in your life.
What begins the first path?
Normally, something bad happens. He calls it the car accident. Like something breaks your bubble.
A disaster.
Yeah, and you start to look for deeper questions about life and why things happen, etc., etc. So that's the path of accumulation.
Good. And what's the second path?
It's the path of preparation, when someone teaches you the pen and you start to know about emptiness and you start to accumulate good seeds and knowledge, intellectual knowledge about the pen.
Perfect. And what's the third path?
The third path is the path of seeing, when you perceive emptiness directly. That's Jorlam in Tibetan. Jorlam.
Second path, Jorlam. Third path.
Oh, third path. Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
Good. And what's the fourth
then
path?
The path of habituation. You get to yourself habituated to what you perceived in the direct perception. And then the fifth path is the path of no more learning. You become a perfect Buddha.
Which is not really
which is not really a
path.
A path, because there's nothing more to do.
Yeah, it's a result. Okay,
Yeah.
Good, perfect. So if you understand what I'm teaching you now, what path do you have to be on?
second close to the third.
Yes, exactly. Which means you're close to seeing emptiness directly. Thank you very much. All right, here we go. Is there a difference in the middle way school between something being the ultimate and something existing ultimately? Why or why not? Okay. When they say something is the ultimate, they mean that it exists as ultimate reality or truth. Okay? When they say that something exists ultimately, they mean that it exists from its own side or by definition, which means that it cannot exist at all. Okay, so here's the question. Is emptiness the ultimate?
No,
Yeah, it is.
it's
reality.
ultimate reality, no?
Yeah, I just said that. Is it the ultimate? Is it the ultimate?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
ultimate reality, right?
Yeah.
Does it exist ultimately?
No.
What do you mean it doesn't? Wait, you telling me emptiness doesn't exist ultimately?
No, meaning
Yes or no, Aldo?
No.
What? So you're telling me emptiness has its own self nature?
No.
But if it doesn't exist ultimately, doesn't it have its own self nature?
If it exists ultimately, it has its own nature.
No. Does if emptiness exists ultimately, then that means it has no self nature. So does emptiness have a self nature or not?
No. Nothing has.
Nothing
Emptiness is the definition that nothing has self nature.
Yeah, but emptiness itself, does it exist ultimately or not?
No.
So you're saying the ultimate exists ultimately?
Yes.
You're right. Good. Perfect. Good job.
Yeah.
And that's how you debate. You just say yes or no, people. Okay?
Okay.
Then you get to the truth and then you smile. That's it. I'm not trying to prove you wrong. We're both trying to get to the truth. Understand? When we debate in the West, we're like, and if you ever notice, those arguments never actually go anywhere. So much just like, well, I think Donald Trump's great. Well, I think Donald Trump's an idiot. And then you both get mad and walk away. Like, it doesn't actually help anybody. So, okay, so think about it. Okay, so yeah, here's a question. So me and Al just reached the truth that emptiness cannot exist ultimately. Which means, so Aldo, so that means you can't see emptiness.
You can.
But if it doesn't exist ultimately, excuse me? Sorry, what'd you say? I didn't hear.
Me neither.
Okay, sorry. Where was I? Okay, let's start over. So can you see emptiness directly? Yes or no?
Of course.
So when you see emptiness, you're seeing the ultimate, right?
Yes.
So when you see emptiness, you're seeing the ultimate truth of all reality.
Yes.
Yeah. So then when you're seeing emptiness, you're seeing something that exists ultimately.
No.
Okay, you're right.
Oh,
So
it's
they're
still coming from you.
Whoa. So you're telling me emptiness, the thing that has no self-nature, has a nature?
No, exactly not. it doesn't have a self nature because.
Oh, so but you're seeing something, therefore you're saying you're perceiving something without perceiving something.
No, it's all still a perception.
Kaylin, you already said the opposite. You already explained to me that emptiness is a lack of self-nature, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you perceive emptiness, you're not perceiving anything.
I don't know the answer.
There's only two, yes or no. You already
You are perceiving something. Yes.
You have to say yes. Even if you're wrong, you still have to say it and try to defend it.
No, you're not. Yes, you are perceiving something. It's the direct perception. It's in the word. It's in the title.
That's true. That's true. So you're telling me that direct perception of emptiness means that you're perceiving nothing, something is having no self-nature?
Yes.
Okay, you're right. That's true. It's coming from seeds to perceive something as having no self-nature. Get it? But it's based on seeds. How do you know it has to be based on seeds?
Because everything's based on seeds.
Besides that,
Because other people see it differently.
Oh, everyone sees emptiness the same at the direct perception of emptiness. How do you know that it has to be based on seeds?
Because there's nothing that's not based on seeds.
She just said that. Because it ends. The arias come out of it. You understand? That's what seeds do. They come in and out. Okay. How?
What is
question?
like is when you're enlightened and in a Buddha state of mind, aren't you constantly having the direct perception of emptiness?
Yes, but all Buddhas are Aryas, but not all Aryas are Buddhas.
Right. So
Yeah.
for when you're, would you say it doesn't end once you're a Buddha?
You are constantly re-upping your seeds.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it doesn't end because the seeds for it to end don't end.
Mhm.
Not because it self-existently is not ending. What Aldo?
Marta, I think she's asking a question. She's saying you can't perceive something that is not. So what you perceive is how things function, not emptiness.
You can't perceive the fact
You
that
can't perceive. Oh,
You can't wait. Can you perceive the fact that I have no money in my savings account?
yes.
Yeah, online banking. We could go right now. So, is there not no hay dinero en mi cuenta? Sí o no? No hay. Yeah. You can perceive the fact that there's not something there. This is why the number 0 is such a big deal. The Romans didn't have zeros. The 0 came from the Indus River Valley. A fact European scholars had a hard time admitting for quite some years. Okay? 0 came from India and then got given to the Arab scholars, and that's why we use Arab numbers. Okay? Those are all Arab numerals that we use now. All right. How does the Middle Way School describe deceptive reality? They say that deceptive reality is that reality which deceives a certain state of mind. Okay? Which is itself called the deceived. This reality is called deceptive because it seems to be one way, but is really something else. A projection forced on us by our karma. Why do we have to say deceptive reality is a reality that deceives a certain state of mind? Kelly McGee?
Sorry, I was writing. Can you say it again?
That's all right. Why do we have to say that deceptive reality is that reality that deceives a certain state of mind?
As compared to all states of mind?
Nope.
Why do we have to say that it deceives a certain state of mind?
It goes back to your last comment. That's why I'm asking you.
We aren't always, or when we have the direct perception of emptiness, we're not in a deceptive state of mind. Is that what you're getting at?
Almost. One step up from being an Arya.
Oh, when we achieve enlightenment,
Yeah.
we don't have a deceptive state of mind.
Yeah, Buddhists see deceptive reality, but they're not deceived by it.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
They know they have a Buddha paradise made from seeds, but it doesn't look like a bunch of seeds. They don't look around and see themselves giving things to people. They see they feel bliss and they see all the amazing things in their world. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So it must be a deceptive reality that deceives somebody, not just a deceptive reality. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought also Arya's
Artists in the direct perception of emptiness are not perceiving deceptive reality. They're perceiving ultimate reality. So you can't say this.
But afterwards, like when they come down from it, and then don't they know?
They know, but they're still deceived. They still have the subtle seeds to see their reality as such. But intellectually, they know that it's false.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Just like if you're in the movie theater, you know Brad Pitt's not in the room with you, but you still cry at the end of the movie. Right? Or Ryan Gosling, he's cuter. Okay, anyway. Number 4. What? Now, how does the mind-only school draw the difference between ultimate reality and deceptive reality? Here we go. They say that anything which exists by definition, meaning dependent things and totality, is an example of ultimate reality. They say that anything that doesn't exist by definition, meaning constructs, is an example of deceptive reality. Okay, so anything that exists by definition is dependent, and anything that doesn't, anything that exists by definition, such as dependent things or totality, which is all of them, and anything that doesn't exist by definition, meaning constructs, kuntak, is an example of deceptive reality. Okay, that's it. That's what they say. That's not what the middle way says. Questions are in this. Oy vey. Okay. I mean, I love mine only. Okay. Now. No, 5. Explain how the consequence part of the middle way school describes what it means to exist as an external object. Okay. They say that physical objects, which are not subsumed within our being, such as trees and outside sounds, exist as external objects. Things like our arms are not external because they're physical things subsumed within our being. It just means basically, if you go like this and it hurts, it's not an external object. Okay? In middle way. All the stuff except your body and your, is external. Okay? Obviously that's arbitrary, right? but you got to draw the line somewhere. And that where you draw that line is not self-existent. Middle way knows that.
Arrow's asking you to repeat, please.
Repeat what? I just explained a bunch of stuff. The body part.
Yeah, I think that part.
Okay. Anything that's basically not our body, which is the technical is subsumed within our being. This is a translation of the Tibetan. Is considered not external. Everything else in the world is considered external in middle way. Good, Harold? Sorry, I know it's complicated and I talk fast sometimes. Okay. Explain how the lower two schools, the Abhidharma school and the Sutra school, describe what it means to exist as an external object, okay? Because this is a key point in the mind-only school. They have all these arguments about external objects. Is that a question? Yeah, okay, good. It's coming up. Okay, so this is warming you up for class 9 and 10, which is lower middle way, and then all the school's views, okay, which is basically Mahamudra. And if you can do Mahamudra in your head, your life will be so much easier. And if you can check yourself, right, like Master Shantideva says, he says throughout the day, we can't lose 4 things: our bodies, our feelings, our thoughts, and our Dharma practice, I guess. If you can do that throughout the day, remember to be paying attention to those things, right? Using Mahamudra, you can be like, oh, okay, I just had I thought I was middle way, but all of a sudden someone yelled at me and I went down to below the lowest school, Abhidharma school, Oh, I thought I was middle way, but I got upset when that thing changed. Then therefore, I couldn't have been middle way. I had to be below the lowest school, which believes emptiness is the fact that things can't change, or the fact that things do not change. Sorry, double negative, but you have to say it that way. Dependent origination is the fact that they do. Yes, so. Okay, anyway, what do they say about external objects? They say that something exists as an external object if it is something which consists of tiny, partless particles, physical particles with no sides. They extend partless to mean something which cannot be divided any further mentally. Okay, you have to say that, or would there be no foundation for mind. And something which is indivisible in terms of time. You have to say that if you believe in partlessness, because then there'd be no duration. And it's something of an inconceivably small duration. What English, I will give somebody $50 if they tell me the English word that becomes the foundation of this understanding.
Atom.
Oh, damn it! Hate you. 50 pesos. Fine. Hold on. I gotta put your name on this list. Aldo's exactly right. In Sanskrit means not, and tam means to divide, right? Like a temple is something that's divided from secular life in town. Like it's the place where you are holy. And anatomy is when you divide up all the things that can't be divided anymore. Anatomy, right? Okay. It's a double negative. All right. Aldo, damn it. I didn't think you knew that one.
I don't get what that means in relation to your body.
partless atom cannot be divided anymore.
But our bodies can be divided many multiple different ways. So that would mean it's
Yeah, but it was the belief when people were looking for the smallest part of something, they came up with the atom, meaning the thing that couldn't be divided anymore, the smallest part.
and so anything that can't be divided anymore is external.
No, that's what no, this is the foundation of the existence of an external object in the Abhidharma Sutra school. Yep. Got it?
I don't understand how it's differentiating internal from external using this concept.
I think it's more physicality in that way, but it's just physicality. It's just
Okay.
this is how they define existence.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Having atoms.
Yeah. Being partless. Dulchen in Tibetan. Okay. 7. The followers of the lower half of the middle way school. Aldo, I almost offered $100 for that, so I feel better. May be divided into 2 philosophical camps. Name them. Okay, so the lower half of the middle way is called the independent school. Okay? That's what the word sva tantrika means, as opposed to what word that sounds really close to that? Wait, Kelly McGee.
Sao Tantrika.
Yay! For no dollars. If you want money, ask Aldo for it. They may be divided. I know how Geshe-la feels now. They may be divided into those who are in certain of their beliefs closer to the sutra school. So school number 2. And these are sutras leaning independence. I think they say those that follow the way of the sutra. Dodeki Chechang. Chang means to like follow in Tibetan, something like that. Or closer to the mind only school, also calls the deep practice school. That's a whole thing. Oh, this is how they say it. They just say do de chupa umarangupa. So those of the middle way, lower school that are more dode practitioners. This chu means practitioner. And those of the middle way, umarangupa, who are more Nelnjor chu be, which means yogis. Literally, it means yogis, but it refers to deep practice, which is a whole thing, which is in my book, which if you want a headache, you can read. Okay. So there's just 2 parts of independent school. It's just saying that. Those that are more like sutrists, those that are more like mind only. That's all that's saying. 8. One of these camps describes in yet a different way what it means to exist as an external object. Name them and state their belief. The sutrists leaning independent say that something exists as an external object if it is something which consists of tiny physical particles with no indefinite or perceptible sides. So,
identifiable.
What did I say?
Indefinite.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Identifiable, thank you. Or perceptible sides, which is the Abhidharma Sutra's view. Or identifiable as opposed to partless. I guess identifiable is supposed to be different than partless here. I don't remember that exactly in the class, but I probably missed it. Okay. Okay, but that's what they say. 9. This question is 2 separate parts. Okay, part 1. What do the members of the mind-only school have in mind when they say nothing exists as an external object? Okay, and what do the consequence group and the independents who lean the other way, as a towards mind-only, wait, sorry. Let me read that again. What do members of the mind-only school and those of the independent part of the middle way who lean towards the mind-only on these points, such as these, have in mind when they say nothing exists as external object? Okay. And then B, what do the consequence group and the independents who lean the other way, I guess that means towards middle way, but I don't know, have in mind when they say that they are wrong? Let's see. A, all they are saying is that things don't exist as external objects in the way that the lower 2 schools describe an external object. They are not saying that there are not objects which are external to our being, okay? Meaning mind only believes there's stuff outside of them. It just doesn't believe that stuff exists the way that the sutrists and abhidharmists say they do. All right? And B, these 2 schools say that when we speak of external objects existing or not, we don't have to address the idea of external as it is presented in the 2 lower schools. They're like, we don't even talk about that. Things have no self-nature. That's it, okay? Okay, we're almost done. I'm gonna take my nap. What does the mind-only school mean when they say that the valid perception, which is the subject, and perceives a physical object, and the physical object which it perceives are of the same substance? Okay, so this is the very famous belief of the mind-only school concerning things coming from the same seed. And when Geshe talks about it, he goes like this, like a branch that splits into 2 parts. Okay, one seed splits into 2 parts. So the answer says they do not mean that the physical object is made of the same stuff as the mind. It doesn't mean your girlfriend is made of mind stuff. Your girlfriend is made of, what do they say? Not, what are girls made of? Boys are made of snails and puppy dog tails, but girls are made of what? I forget.
A rib, from a rib.
No.
According to the Bible.
That.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the saying.
I have to look it up. So next time I do this joke, it's gonna be funny. Not this time though. Oh yeah, sugar and spice and everything nice. How could I forget? Okay.
And what
good.
was the voice?
Snails and frogs and snails and puppy dog tails. It's an old English thing. It's just
and girls, sugar, spice, and everything nice.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So it doesn't mean that your girlfriend is not made of everything nice. It means that physical object is not made of the same stuff as mind. They mean that the subject and object have grown from a single karmic seed. So like the fact that you're perceiving something and the fact that you're there perceiving it, the fact of what you're perceiving, the fact that you're there perceiving it is made from the same seed. In mind only, they say Wangdun. The objects of the kunshi are the seeds which appear as the sense power and the object of that sense power. That is from my book. If you want a real headache, try to figure that out. Okay. Me and Geshe-la figured that out in the last couple of terms. Okay. 11. Explain where the name of the mind-only school comes from. Jason Kappa explains this point in his Illumination of the True Thought. He first quotes the Sutra of the 10th level, which says that these three realms of existence are mind only. He goes on to explain that the real meaning of mind only here is that the mind is the main thing that creates the world, and not something physical or some creator God. He says that the expression mind only is therefore only an abbreviation for the expression mind alone is the main thing. The way the mind creates the world is by causing us to collect karma. The point is not that we just make up the world with our mind. So yeah, so it's mainly mind, not mind only. Uh-oh. We should call it the mainly mind school. Yeah, so mind is the main thing. It's not something physical or some creator God. It's not particles. It's not molecules that make atoms what they are, or it gives iron its ironness, nor is it a God. God. Does this mean there's no God? It says
No.
it right. Huh?
No self-existent God.
Ooh. So if you went around the Middle East for 3 years preaching about God and how you should do unto others as they do unto you, would you be wrong?
No.
No. What would you be?
You be Buddha skillfully. You could be a Buddha skillfully teaching people in their level that they can understand.
Exactly. And your name would be Jesus. And not your
Jesus.
no tu primo Jesus.
Actually, I have a primo Jesus.
All Mexicans have a primo Jesus.
Say
Okay.
that this answer applies to middle way as well. Like, what's the?
It's just explaining the name mind only school, because people think mind only means there's nothing out there, nothing exists, everything's mind. Doesn't mean that.
But the answer kind of applies to middle way too. That like the.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That everything is karma as opposed to it's all in your head or something.
Okay.
Yeah, but people get confused. It's just like people even get confused in middle way, right? They're like, oh, it comes from seeds in my mind, or you could shorten that to say it comes from my mind. People are like, are you saying everything's in my head? It's not real, but I feel it. It hurts me. Or they're like, Geshe says that, oh, that doesn't mean the taxi cab won't break your legs if you walk in front of it. It means this non-self-existent taxi cab will break your non-self-existent legs because you have the karma for that to happen. Things are real because they're empty. Not even though they're empty, even though the taxi cab's empty, it's real. No. Because it's empty, its power and the power of everything comes from you and the things you did in the past. So be nice to your mom when you come to visit. At least try to be. All right? That's it. Any questions? Martha's like, I don't even know what question to ask. All right. We're gonna finish early because I don't want to teach anymore today.
Yo tengo una pregunta, Jero.
Oh.
Yo te puedo traducir, Lucía. Aquí
Entonces,
diré.
podría- sí,
No te escuchas.
también Jero me tiene que traducir.
Sí, Jero, yo traduzco al inglés para que escuche Word y Jero traduce simultáneamente en el canal.
Ah, ok. Entonces lo voy a poner en inglés. Ok.
Ujú.
Word, gracias. Podríamos decir que cuando yo estoy experimentando el momento presente, en el momento en que yo pienso en el momento pasado, ahí me doy cuenta que todo es mente.
Thank you, Word. So, could we say that... ¿La puedes repetir, Lucía, por favor?
If I am thinking in the present moment, then I am experimenting the seeds and the projection and experimenting the only mind. But if I think in yesterday when before I was starting to eat my meal, is that only mine? Is that right? It's like a proving the only mind school. Is that why you said that we all are only mind?
So I would say that we are mind only in the sense that things come from planting seeds, which get put in our mind, in the mind only school, into the foundation consciousness part of our mind. And then that becomes our experience of that thing and our perception of that thing. And that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Giving Hero a headache. So yeah, in the present moment, if you experience the past, it's a seed of you perceiving yourself, thinking of the present moment, no, thinking in the present moment of the past. Right?
In that way, it's very easy to see or to perceive how things are coming from my mind because that moment doesn't exist anymore.
No, things aren't coming from your mind. Things are coming from you as seeds, which are in part of your mind. That's what you have to say.
Thank you.
Yeah, because if you say it the other way, it's confusing and people can think mind only is only mind. Mind only is only, things are only in the kunshi as seeds, which ripen as your perception and your experience of that at the same time as your world, as your life, as your experience.
Even as my past.
Yeah. There's no past that you have except for the past that you see yourself perceiving and
By seeds. Okay.
Yeah, because
Thank
of
you.
seeds, right?
Perfect.
And how do we know our past is only a perception?
Because doesn't exist outside anymore.
No, because when we argue with our boyfriend about it, he says it was a different way.
Yes.
That's not what you said last week.
Yes.
Everyone tells the story differently.
Exactly. And your memory changes too.
Yes. When it's very old, you remember different.
When you're very young too.
Yes. Thank you, Ward.
Okay, you're welcome.
That's why Holy Geshe-la says you can change the past if you change your seeds, right?
No, not That would be saying just because you're delusional, you could change your past. No, anything that comes from seeds can be changed as like your past. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, but meaning like the example that maybe at the moment your ex-partner was terrible, but then if you change your seeds, you can look back and see her like as an angel that impulse you to this new path or something like that.
Yeah, I know what you meant, but I'm saying
Yeah.
you have to say seeds in there, or I could just be crazy and be like, it didn't happen that way, you know?
Oh yeah.
Like a delusion.
Yeah.
But even a delusion comes from seeds, so I guess it's the same either way. Good question. Okay. Marta, you got it? ¿Entiendes? The look on her face, she's like, how do you think I feel? I have to read I have to do
Hablando del pasado, estaba pensando si realmente puede cambiar tu percepción de lo que pasó antes al grado de no acordarte.
Talking about the past, I was asking myself if you could really change your perception to that degree that you don't remember.
Of course. People do it all the time. Like my class, for instance. Are you going to remember all this stuff? No. Or I'm going to ask you and you're going to say it some different way, right? Will your memory of this class be the same exact as your perception of this class the first time? Yes or no?
Pero entonces, bueno, tu memoria, se supone que vamos como guardando en nuestra mente cada cosa que suceda y la puedes guardar de una forma o de otra de acuerdo a tu karma, ¿cierto?
But you're supposed that you like keep in your memory certain things of how you lived them. So you keep them in your memory according to your karma, right?
Yes.
¿No podrías entonces hablar con alguien respecto a un hecho específico y pensar que tienes razón?
So you couldn't talk with someone about this specific instance in the past and affirm you are correct.
No, you can still be correct.
Pero esa persona también.
But the other one as well.
No. How do you say water in Spanish?
Agua.
Yeah, if I said perro is water in Spanish, am I correct?
No.
But that's how I remember it from my class. Just because things are empty, that doesn't mean things cannot be right or wrong. Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
but also your memory is coming from seeds.
Claro.
So that means it can change.
Yes. And what is right could change too. But the seed for having a different memory of something is not the same as the seed for being right about something or wrong.
Yeah.
Got it? I got in that argument like 8 years ago. I know. I know that debate. Okay. I thought about that one. because I always want to be right, so I have to think about these things. Okay, good questions. I know it's hard. Just think about it. I did for like the last 10 years. What I didn't do was my homework. That's why I'm torturing you now. Okay? So let's finish the torture. Class is tomorrow evening. 7:30 in Mexico y in Nueva York. 8:30, 8:30 at night. We will do class 9, which will present the lower way, which means I actually have to really study, which is annoying, but true. Because Aldo's going to say, but if they think it's part, does that mean they believe in external things? I mean, isn't that a lower view? Which is what every Madhyamika says when they talk about lower middle way, which is fine. It's a perfectly good question. Okay? Okay. Cool. Well, that was a great weekend. Oh yeah, by the way, I'll be teaching course 17 and course 18 in the year, if there is a year 2021, okay? We still have time for an asteroid to hit the Earth, which is the only thing that's left not happening this year. Or aliens, I guess. No, they talked about aliens, I guess. Yeah, asteroid, that's it. So if an asteroid does not hit next January, I think January 4th is when I'll start. Yeah, and we'll have, January 4th. We'll have some kind of announcement. Powell will put some picture on Instagram, ACI website or whatever. And I'm not starting January 4th because I like this torture. It's because each course takes 3 weeks and I have to do 2. And then I have the mixed nuts that starts in February and I have to have time to make sure I get all my grades in. So that's why I'm starting right after the New Year's. I don't want to do it either. Okay, but it should be fun. It's going to be reviewing course 6, which is the Diamond Cutter Sutra, course 7, which is Bodhisattva Vows, course 8, which is Death in the Realms, which talks about all the places you'll go, or could go or have gone when you die. Course 9, which is a course on vowed morality, as well as some classes on Nam Rim. And then course 10, which is the first of the 3 classes on the great Master Shantideva's work, engaging in a bodhisattva's way of life. Okay, you can't get much better than that. And I will be in rare form ranting about all those subjects, okay? Okay, more to come on that class tomorrow on Mind Over / lower way. Lower part of the middle way. Okay, who wants to do the mandala?
Ready?
You can't do it, Harold. You're on your thing. Harold, we can't hear you. See, Harold's a good student. He's trying to do 2 jobs while you guys do none. Fine. Kelly McGee's doing it. I have to assign people because no one really wants to pay me for this class. People just came to get money like Aldo. Aldo, do you have PayPal?
Yes.
All right. If you want your money, WhatsApp me the address.
Okay.
I'm not responsible.
I want to donate those 50 to Hasso's account that you owe him.
I don't owe him. I paid him.
You paid him already?
Yeah. What kind of teacher do you think I am, sir?
Okay. Can you?
You want me to give him more?
Yes, please.
Okay. Hasso will be very happy. Okay.
Yeah, and he's because he went without a work permit, so they're gonna come in handy for him.
Is he in the U.S.?
He's in Diamond Mountain.
But no work permit.
Yeah, so he's not getting paid, I think.
Okay, I'll give him some money.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank
cool.
you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Word.
everyone will be happy. See, this is real. This is real Buddhas. Me, I just keep all the money Gesla gives me. I'm very bad at Lojong. Okay, Kelly McGee, let's hear.
Are you gonna put the words up?
Oh, sorry, I did, but I forgot to hit the screen share button. You can see it now? Oh, I did hit it. It's just going slow, I think. Can you see it yet? Something's going on with my computer. I'm sorry. It's
we can't see it.
It registered as I'll stop and start again. So hopefully it will work this time. Okay.
Okay.
Now?
Nope.
No. I might have it. Hold on.
Sorry. What do you mean have it? Just memorize this thing.
I know. I get nervous when I'm doing it on my own.
All you have to do is yell Sashi. That's it. Sorry if you guys can't see it. My internet's been slow and it's been weird.
Okay.
Okay.
Want me to share my screen, or should I just read it off? Use mine or to other people? Yeah.
I made you co-host. Can you share now?
Mm.
There's another thing to allow sharing. I saw it yesterday. I forget where it is right now. Just yell it.
Okay. Ready?
See.
Sashi Puki Rira Lingshi Sangye Jokun Namdak Shingu Iram Guru Gewa Ewu
Dampa Kunito Pasho.
Yay, good job, Kelly McGee. Good job, everybody.
Thank you, Word. Thank you, Hero.
Thank you,
Okay.
Ward. Thank you, Hero.
Gracias, Cero.
Hasta mañana para
Gracias, Marta, por grabar.
9.
Bye.
Miércoles clase 10, okay?
Sí, gracias.
Come
Thank
to
you.
class, do your homework, do the quizzes, do the final, finish your courses.
Sí.
So I get good karma. I love you guys. Take care. Have a great day.
Thanks, Word. Word, I'm gonna join late tomorrow night.
Okay, come whenever. I might still text you and bother you though, because it's fun.
Okay, bye.
Bye.